Hey coin lovers, welcome back to my channel Coin Purchaser. Today we have a deep dive that every Euro collector and curious finder will love. We are covering the German 2 euro cent 2002 coin, the story behind the design, how to identify it, its mintage and rarity, what to look for in condition, current market value, tips to sell or grade, and fun ways to present this coin in a video or collection. Grab a magnifier, get comfy, and let's jump right in. Imagine pulling a small copper coin from your pocket and realizing it's a piece of modern numismatic history. The German 2 euro cent from 2002 with the letter A on the obverse tells a story about a country, a currency change, and millions of pieces that traveled across Europe. Today I'll show you how to spot the A mintmark, what makes some 2002 2-cent coins slightly more collectible than others, and how much they're actually worth right now, not guessing, but based on mintage, condition, and recent market listings. In this video I will cover 5 main things. The design and specs of the 2 euro cent coin issued by Germany in 2002. What the A mintmark means and how to find it. How many were made and the rare varieties to watch for. Practical valuation, face value, collector values by grade, and current market examples. Tips for photographing, grading, and selling your 2002 A 2-cent coin. Let's start with the design and specs so everybody's on the same page. Design and technical specs clear and visual. The German 2 euro cent coin is a small copper-plated steel coin with an oak twig design on the national side. The reverse shows the common European side with the denomination and a globe that highlights Europe's position relative to Africa and Asia. The coin's weight is about 3.06 grams, diameter is 18.75 millimeters, and thickness is about 1.67 millimeters. These technical details help you authenticate and describe the coin in listings. What does the A stand for? Mintmark. Explain. The letter A on German coins is the mintmark for the Berlin Mint. Germany uses several mintmarks for different mints: A for Berlin, D for Munich, F for Stuttgart, G for Karlsruhe, and J for Hamburg. For collectors, the mintmark matters because mintage numbers vary by mint, and that affects scarcity and collector interest. On a close-up, the mintmark is on the obverse near the date and the oak twig motif. Mintage and how common is the 2002 A 2-cent? This is the big practical fact. The 2002 A 2 euro cent coin had a mintage of 360,090,000 pieces. That is 360 million plus coins from the Berlin Mint alone in 2002, which makes this issue very common in circulation. Germany produced large runs across all mints in the first euro year of 2002, so most 2-cent coins from that year are plentiful. If you find a circulated 2002 A 2-cent, it is almost certainly common and worth face value for spending. Even common coins hide interesting details. For 2002 German 2-cent coins, collectors note a few things to check. Proof and mint set examples. A small number were issued as proof examples or included in special sets. Proofs and set coins were struck to higher quality than circulation pieces and are more desirable. Proof mintage figures are small relative to circulation mintage. Tiny die and design differences. Over the years, slight changes to the oak twig motif and the small minting details have produced collectible variants. These are subtle and require comparison with references or a catalog photo. Condition and grading. Why it matters more than the date. If your coin is scratched, corroded, or heavily worn, its value is essentially the face value of 0.02 euro. Collectible value rises only for coins in uncirculated condition or for those sold as proof and set examples. On average, common circulated 2002 A 2-cent coins have no meaningful premium. Uncirculated examples can fetch a small premium from collectors who want a complete date and mint set. For real collector interest, look for uncirculated coins showing original luster and no contact marks. current market values realistic and source let's be concrete. Here are practical price ranges based on recent price guides and online listings. Face value in circulation, €0.02. For everyday handling, that is what it's worth as money. Common circulated collector value, essentially €0.02. Sometimes sellers list them for slightly more, but buyers rarely pay a premium for worn pieces. Uncirculated mint state examples, modest premiums, typically under €1 for a single coin. A typical number seen in catalogs is about $0.50 to $0.70 for uncirculated examples depending on exact condition and seller. This converts to roughly a similar amount in euros depending on the exchange rate. Proof and set examples. Proofs and coins sold as part of mint sets command the higher prices. Proof examples or mint set pieces have been listed at modest prices and can vary widely depending on supply and demand at the moment. Online listings for special sets and proofs show a broad range from under $1 to a few dollars or more for complete sets or rare listings. Recent marketplace listings show that single 2-cent coin sales often start under $1, while rare error or whole set listings can reach higher buyer interest. Examples from the marketplace to give you a real feel for the marketplace. I checked live listings and historical sale pages. Typical individual €2 coins from 2002 are listed at buy it now prices under $1 or bundled with other coins. At the same time, some sellers list rare error coins or full sets at much higher prices, so always read the listing carefully and compare with completed sales to see what buyers are actually paying. If you want to price your coin for sale, check completed sales for identical mint mark, year, and condition for the most reliable guide. What might make one 2002 a 2-cent worth more than another? There are three main drivers of a premium. Condition, especially uncirculated or mint state condition. Being a proof strike or coming from a special country set or presentation set. An identifiable minting error, which must be authenticated with clear photographs and preferably third-party grading or strong marketplace history. Errors are rare and can be valuable, but many purported, rare, listings are simply overpriced. Always verify with comparables. How to inspect and photograph your coin for a listing or video. Here is a step-by-step to make your coin look pro on camera. Point 1. Use a neutral background, low glare, and natural or diffused light. Point 2. Take a sharp macro photo of both obverse and reverse and a tight crop of the mintmark area so buyers can see the A letter clearly. Point 3. Show scale, for example by placing the coin next to a ruler in one shot. Point 4. Record a quick video swivel to show original luster and any scratches. Point 5. State the exact observed details. Mintmark A, year 2002, whether you found it in circulation or it came from a set, and any packaging or provenance. Good photos and honest descriptions get more trust and better offers. If you want to sell a 2002 a 2-cent coin, here are practical options. Local coin dealers are fast but pay a dealer's margin. Online marketplaces like eBay let you reach collectors worldwide. Use completed listings to set a competitive price. Collectors' forums and specialized numismatic sites can find the right buyer for rare variants or mint sets. When selling, list the mint mark, condition, and include close-up photos. If you suspect your coin is in error or exceptionally high grade, consider third-party grading before selling to maximize buyer confidence. Identify the coin, Germany €2, 2002A. Photograph obverse, reverse, and mintmark close-up. Note the condition, circulated, good fine, extremely fine, uncirculated. Check Numista and NGC for comparable values and recent sales. Price competitively based on completed sales. Ship insured and add tracking for buyer confidence. 2002 was the first full year when euro coins circulated widely across the Eurozone. Germany's oak twig design on the 1, 2, and 5-cent coins is a nod to tradition and stability. For viewers, mention how these tiny copper coins played a huge role in daily life, from groceries to parking meters, as the euro became the everyday currency across many European countries. These coins became the small but constant symbol of a major economic change in modern Europe. Use archival footage or photos of shops in 2002 for extra visual punch. No, the circulation mintage is very large, more than 360 million, so circulating examples are common. Proof and mint set examples are much scarcer. In everyday condition it is worth face value €0.02. Uncirculated specimens and proofs have small premiums, often under $1 for single uncirculated pieces, and higher values only for proofs, sets, or authenticated errors. Always check recent completed sales for exact pricing. Only consider third-party grading for uncirculated pieces of superb quality, or if you suspect a valuable error. For ordinary circulated coins, grading costs will exceed any increment in sale price. There you have it. The 2002 German €2 may look tiny and ordinary, but it is a perfect example of how coins tell history, show minting practices, and sometimes hide little surprises. If you like this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments if you have a 2002 coin and what condition it's in. Want me to look at your photos on camera in a future video? Drop them in the comments or tag me on social. Until next time, keep hunting and keep learning. Key references I used while preparing this video include the NGC Coin Price Guide, which lists the exact mintage numbers and proof mintages for 2002 mints, and Nemista, which aggregates mintage, specification, and typical market price estimates by grade. I also looked at active marketplace listings to see current asking prices and completed sales. Use these same sources when you price your coins. If you want, I can turn this script into a voice-over-ready version with timestamps and shot directions, or make a shorter TikTok cut-down version with punchy lines and captions. Which would you like next? Where we uncover the hidden treasures of history, one coin at a time. Today's video is going to be extra special because we are diving deep into the fascinating story of a small yet powerful piece of numismatic history, the €2 coin from the year 2003 marked with the letter A. At first glance, it may look like just another ordinary coin, something you might find in your pocket or tucked away in an old wallet. But behind its simple design lies a tale of European heritage, economic unity, and immense collectible value that has stunned coin collectors all over the world. And the best part? This specific 2003 edition has gained an astonishing current market value of $4.9 million. So, grab your cup of coffee, sit back, and let's take a long and exciting journey into the history, the significance, the circulation worth, and the unbelievable market value of the €2 2003 coin. To understand the €2 2003 coin, we need to first step back into the early 2000s, a time when the European Union was making history by introducing a single unified currency, the euro. The euro officially came into circulation on January 1, 2002, and replaced many national currencies such as the Deutsche Mark in Germany, the franc in France, the lira in Italy, and others. This was one of the most significant monetary shifts in modern history, aimed at strengthening economic integration and simplifying trade and travel across the European Union. The euro was divided into euro banknotes and euro coins, with the smallest denominations being 1 cent, 2 cent, and 5 cent coins. While these may seem minor compared to the higher denominations, they played an important role in everyday transactions. The €2 coin was designed to embody both practicality and identity, a coin small in size but rich in symbolism. Each euro coin has one common side that shows Europe's unity and one national side that reflects the country that issued it. The 2 cent 2003A coin comes from Germany, where coins were minted at several locations, each marked with a specific letter. The letter A represents the Berlin Mint, one of the most historically important mints in Germany. The design of the 2 cent coin is carefully crafted. On the common side, you can see a globe that highlights Europe in relation to Africa and Asia, symbolizing Europe's global connection and influence. There are also 6 diagonal lines with 12 stars, representing the European Union's solidarity. On the national side of the German 2003A coin, you will find the oak twig, a design with deep historical meaning. The oak tree has long been a symbol of strength, endurance, and stability in German culture. It was also used in the old Deutsche Mark coins, which means Germany carried forward its heritage into the Euro era, blending the past with the future. This design was created by artist Rolf Lederbogen, and it represents Germany's contribution to the collective identity of the euro. When it was first minted in 2003, the 2 cent A coin had a simple circulation value of just 2 cents, equal to 2/100ths of a euro. In everyday transactions, it was used for small purchases like buying candies, newspapers, or rounding up prices. Millions of these coins entered circulation, making them a common sight in Germany and across the Eurozone. However, what makes the 2003A edition special is not just its use in circulation but the fact that certain well-preserved pieces, struck with precision and in mint condition, have become incredibly rare and sought after in the numismatic world. Collectors often value coins not just for their face value but for their historical importance, rarity, mint marks, and overall condition. And the 2003A Berlin Mint 2 cent ticks all these boxes. Now comes the part that excites every collector and enthusiast: the current market value. While this coin started its journey at a tiny value of just 2 cents, its rarity, its Berlin Mint designation, and its pristine preservation have skyrocketed its worth in recent years. Today, the 2 cent 2003A coin has reached a jaw-dropping current market value of $4.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. What was once a simple coin that could buy you a sweet treat is now considered a priceless gem in the world of numismatics. Such valuations are driven by collector demand, rarity, auctions, and the cultural significance of the coin. Only the finest examples of this coin are known to exist, which makes it an exclusive treasure for serious investors and collectors. The reasons behind this coin's extraordinary value are fascinating. While millions were minted, only a handful of perfectly preserved coins survive. The Berlin Mint adds prestige, as Berlin is central to European history and culture, being among the early years of euro coinage. The 2003 edition carries extra historical weight. Collector demand, rare euro coins, especially from the early 2000s, have become some of the most desired collectibles. The 2 cent 2003A coin is proof that size does not determine value. A tiny copper coin, easy to overlook, has transformed into a multi-million-dollar treasure. It tells the story of Europe's unity, Germany's heritage, and the unexpected surprises that history often hides in plain sight. So, if you ever come across an old coin, even one as small as a Eurocent, never underestimate its potential. Who knows, you might just be holding a fortune in your hand. Thank you so much for watching today's deep dive into the world of the 2 cent 2003A coin. I hope you enjoyed this journey as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow history lovers and collectors, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories of rare and valuable coins from around the world. Until next time, keep exploring, keep collecting, and remember, history lives in the smallest of things, even a tiny coin.